Yo guys, welcome to the FYI podcast. I'm Nick UKL. I'm here with the boy AP Made You Think.
What's going on, my brother?
I'm here with the boy Armani Taterist.
Oh, go on. You tell me.
What are you guys telling me?
Happy to be alive, you know, regular day.
Alive. That's something that's good to hear. That's good to hear, you know.
Yeah, always.
During this holy
Good
month.
seeing you, man. It's been a while, though, man.
Yeah,
been a
trust.
It's been a while, man.
You been out here flying out and that?
Yeah, I need a little trip, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the game needs us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the game needs
still.
us, man. We've got duties right now. We got
Voice of the
duties.
streets.
Voice of the streets. What are you saying though?
No, none. What have I been listening to recently?
What listening to?
Music-wise and that.
Ooh, you man hold a poser.
I think I've seen him on the blogs and that.
Kitchen stove.
I ain't heard it still.
Currently going crazy in the charts.
Oh, is it? Let me see. You know what it is? Because I come across so many artists.
A mad lyric. He says a mad lyric. He's like, I get, what's it? I mash words, of course. Could have been Lidjo from the next source. I sourced my first blade age 9. He's talking about when he was 9 years old.
Yeah.
Sourced his first blade.
Man, that's a
Done
bit,
his first shooting at age 12.
that's a bit, a bit alarming.
Yeah, let's keep it positive, man.
That's a bit alarming.
Alright, cool. Remember, I'm from the drill genre.
Yeah, that's a bit
Yeah,
alarming.
nah, I hear you.
Oh, what? So he's a drill rapper, yeah?
Kinda, yeah.
Where's he from?
In the song he says where is he from? That's actually a good question. I tried to ask people that this week. No one really.
He's got good views, though. I don't know obviously if he's organic or his paid ads, but YouTube ad, but he's like almost on 1 million views in 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, is that the remix or is that
No,
the
that's
original?
official.
That's the
I
original.
don't even know. It's a remix as well, yeah?
Yeah, he done a
Remix?
remix.
Who's on the remix?
Is it Nems?
Nems.
Nems. They got Nems.
What, is he
Yeah.
new or is he been here?
Or Poser.
Yeah.
I ain't heard of him before today.
Oh, you only heard him today?
I only heard of him. No, not today. I mean, but
Oh, yeah,
before that song, I ain't
Yeah.
heard of him.
Yeah, okay, got you.
Me personally, I've been listening to a lot of American, man. I don't know about the UK scene at the precise moment, innit? But
Who you rocking with in America?
in America, D baby. That's all I be listening
I
to.
was listening to him last year. I listened to his new stuff. I was listening to him last year.
Swear down. I only
Well, the Mexican you.
Mexican you.
Yeah, I was
You know
fucking
what's mad? You know what's mad? Yeah, when I first saw him, when I first heard him, obviously he's from Houston, innit? So he's got like the Houston South tone, and I thought he was a dark skinned fat black geezer.
Yeah.
But if I put on the video, Mexican, I couldn't believe it, fam.
I've rocking with. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been rocking him from last year.
What, you've
I've only just started. I'll say about for the past 6 months. I've been him heavy. You get me?
Do you know? I saw him like literally, and because I found like it was a lot of ads on Academic. I don't really discover music on Academic. I can't lie. It's more time I watch people that I already know. Then I'll discover like someone I know. If they got a new song, then go watch on YouTube. But I actually watched. It was one of the ads on Academic that actually works with me. I seen Academic do an ad on him about a year ago or something, and then I was like,
What's he talking about? What's he talking
I even
about?
I slapped the song on my page as well after.
What I don't really like what he's talking about, to be honest. It's just beer, drugs, and that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
junkie mode.
You guys just got into me.
I know. But he's killing
He's
himself for other
wavy
people.
though. He's wavy. He's wavy. He's like
Oh, wavy.
Oh, okay.
Laid back.
He talks about
Chilling.
taking like 40
Bare
perks.
perks,
Bare
bare
perks, of course,
lean.
yeah, alright, cool,
It's-
fair
the
play, fair play,
the content's not great still, but the actual vibe of it,
Yeah, he's
oh.
Okay.
hard still.
Hard.
Like he's not like lyrical or anything like that, but it's a vibe.
Who'd you compare it to? So I get
It's
an
a
idea.
vibe, innit?
Is he a
It's a
Travis?
vibe.
It's Travis what, Scott?
Yeah.
Nah.
Is he like a Travis Scott?
He's street. It's street music.
Street,
but
like a
Not little baby, like not dirt.
42 dog?
laid back music. It's
I don't know, man. I can't really.
Can't
Do you know
compare
what?
it.
Not
So
like
that's
Mo
good.
Free,
That's
but
good in
not like Mo Free, but
Okay.
like the melodic kind
Yeah,
of. It's
I didn't
melodic.
listen to all three, but I feel like what I've heard of him, kind of maybe that is a good comparison. Yeah.
It's
Okay, I've got an
it's
idea
like
of it.
melodic. It's melodic street fly rap.
I've got an idea.
But
Like,
in England, though, I like that D Green song, Attemptless. I think that's cold.
ooh, people have been
Leak
telling me to
2K
listen
for
to that.
Eat My Number. Long one. That's
You're
hard.
vouching for that?
Yeah, I like that song still.
You heard it?
I've seen it float about again on blogs and that, but I've never gone.
People have been telling me to tune into that. I'm gonna.
That was a random one. I just saw a preview. I'm like, oh, this sounds hard. I slapped on my story and that. My man's followed, man. You get me? I'm like, oh, okay. So I've looked into him a bit deeper, pause, and he was guaning. I didn't think of another word, but anyway, yeah, he's guaning though.
Yeah.
But I don't know about guaning, but he's coming up right now. You get me?
Okay, all right, big him up. I've seen bear my viewers are telling me to go tune in with him. So yeah, I need to.
I think that's it for the UK though.
Need to still.
Oh, Lucky Lavish. I like my man. Yeah, UK. I don't know. I'm just talking about. KB 2 strikes. Oh my.
Yeah,
I've
KB.
been rinsed 12. I've been rinsing that.
What?
You know, at 12, he shouts out 12. 12. Yeah, shout out KB. KB's going crazy with that tune. I like that tune, bro.
What's it called? 2 Strikes.
2 Strikes.
Yeah, you guys are making a playlist for my journey back home. Still,
2 Strikes.
like,
Too cold. One of my
cool.
favorites right now.
KB 2 Strikes, Lucky Lavish,
and D Green.
D Green.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Apart from music, though.
What's been going on?
Yeah.
Just continuing to be happy to be alive, you know what I'm saying? Working as always, isn't it? Working behind the scenes until you see it, you get me? That's it, really.
I like that, working behind the scene until you see it. That's one new one I'm going to start using still.
I just made it up top of the dome still.
When they ask me how you, I'm working behind the scene until you see it.
Yeah.
New one still.
Are you back into the? Are you back into being proud of the scene? Like with all of these projects that have been dropping, we had Beauty B.
I'm just gonna be negative, so I don't even know. No. I'm just gonna be negative, bro. I'm so bored, fam.
Really?
I'm so.
Remember
bored,
last
bro.
time I was on here, you was like, when
so
Thursdays
bored,
come,
fam.
you get like
I'm bored,
You're
bro.
bored on Thursdays.
I'm bored, bro. I'm gonna be real with you.
But we've had
Thursday's a normal day nowadays.
We've had so much projects that we've had.
Yeah, some people have dropped good projects, most definitely. But I'm bored. Like, do you know what it is? Yeah, it's not the projects are bad. It's good projects, but it's like it's just it's same old. It's like the rollouts are the same. Like no one's like, even with their rollout. My issue with rollouts is people are not even actually thinking about their fan base. Everyone should have a different fan. Tailor the rollout to your fan base. Everyone's doing copy and paste rollouts, bro. Everyone's following every single person's formula on a rollout. But I think Gets tweet some stuff a bit different. Hi Mimi.
Hi guys.
You're right.
Hey.
Gets made some things a bit different. Like for example, with Gets, like with his the hard copies, for example, he added songs that weren't on
We
on
added
streaming.
exclusive songs there.
He had even different covers. I'm a different kind of music. Like I'm a different kind of consumer. Like I have different things. So I like my street moments when I'm just what I listen to on a day to day. Yeah, my street music. But then what excites about music traditionally when I grew up is like singles. I like singles. Like singles is what I want to party to. Singles is like, oh my day, that person's got to do great new songs. I just think the singles have just been so diabolical.
Yeah.
And it's been far too long. I'm talking about for years now. Yeah. I'm just bored of the singles. I don't like most of the singles. You know what it is? Like I said, most people are using albums, great album songs. Do you know the thing is what? Most people's music's not even bad, but it's not good. It's
not exceptional.
It's not exceptional. It's just good. See, back traditional, I can say a single's supposed to be that song's a banger. That's a single. And then on the album, you have album track bangers.
Yeah.
You get what's happening now? People are doing good album track bangers, but people are not doing good singles. So when he gets to Thursdays, bro, I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I was on holiday, so I wasn't really working like that. Bro, I didn't even watch anything, bro. And you know what? When I came back on holiday, I watched everything that came out and I thought I didn't miss anything. And that's how bad he's gone for me.
What about Clav and Fredo's new joint?
It weren't for me. And I fuck with both artists, but it weren't for me. Again, to me, they're not single for me, but I might have to listen to it. Because sometimes you got to listen to a song a few times, I will say, yeah, and say, oh, you know what, that's a banger. Or in the right environment, like in a car, you realize that's a banger. But upon first listen, it's just like, it weren't for me. And they're my kind of artists as well, innit? Pause in it, but it weren't for me. I used to rush on the Thursday, I can't lie. Thursday come, I'm trying to be the first. Bro, it's got to the point when I'm not even rushing, bro. Like, people release music, I'll get to it when I get to it.
So how does it get better then?
I don't think it gets better. I think, do you know what it is? I feel like I don't want to throw any labels on the bus. I don't, EJ done something bad to me. I don't want to throw them under the bus.
Let's talk about
But
it.
you know what it is, yeah? Because the game's kind of changed. It's changed for the better, but it's also changed for the worse. So in a sense where it's changed for the better, where because it's giving all the street guys opportunities to make the music that they want, make money from it, and stream well. Right? Over time, they're going to stream well. So like, you're going to get Scraps that's going to stream really well. Clavish, people like that are going to stream really well. They're not so hit-driven. They're not about big singles, hits. So why that's kind of a bad thing for the game on the flip side of it, for me, I personally think, where the music's at now, music, a lot of labels struggles to get the traditional big hit because they don't have the power and the control and the message that they once they had, yeah, which is a good thing. But on the bad side of it is now what's happened is everybody coming from the streets don't actually even know how to make songs. When I'm talking about construct a song, they don't actually know how to make a hit song because they don't need to. If I'm making money, a six figure, I'm legit now. I'm gonna make money off streaming every month. I don't need to try and make a big hit. But what's really gonna build you great generational wealth is those big hits. Real money is gonna be those big hits. And what makes music better, that's why everyone goes back to the 2000 eras and late 90s eras, because the only way, so I'll give you an example, right? So I watched L.A. Reid interview. Usher's biggest single to date is that Yeah song with Little John. It's his biggest single by far, right? Usher handed in his Confession album. He didn't have that. He handed in his Confessions. I'm giving you the context of the music industry in the back in the day. Parts of it what I preferred back in the day. Usher handed in his Confession album. He had all the other songs, Bangers, Burn, all of that Confession, right? They're like, L.A. Reid, because of how music was those days, you had to go through gatekeepers before you release, right? Some say it's a bad thing, some say it's a good thing. I think to a degree, when it came to singles, it was a good thing because you had people that were qualified with the ear. So he's like, this ain't ready. We haven't got that big single yet. Usher was like, oh, back and forth. He's like, no, we haven't. Anyway, cut the long story short, I think Little John had it for someone else or something like that. But anyway, it ended up being Usher's single, yeah. Usher didn't even want it. So what they've done, they've leaked to themselves. They've leaked to themselves somehow, and it's just gone crazy massive. Till this day, so what I'm saying is that's Usher's biggest single. Usher didn't want to do it. So sometimes when an artist has power, it is a good thing, but sometimes it's not a good thing. Same with DMX. One of DMX's biggest singles, Party Up, right? Sweet Speech Explain again. But DMX had this project, again, them days, A&R will be like, where's the singles? We haven't got that big single. DMX didn't want to do it. He done the Party Up. Apparently, when you listen to the song, he's cussing. He's cussing the people because he's pissed off. He didn't want to do it. So if you listen to his lyrics, he's actually cussing. He was against the single. That's gone on to become one of DMX's biggest singles. So the point of what I'm saying is, what the problem with music now with the artists, the streets is, because the streets control it so much now, it's a good thing because you want the streets to have power and the streets can make the music that they want. See, for example, someone like Beyonce. Beyonce will always come with big singles. Do you get it? She'll do a good project, but she will always, because she plays from the old model. Do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like with a lot of distributors now, because it's more like, as long as you sell the project, as long as you get the streams, they're not so much driven on, what's the single? Do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like the old model was more like, when you hand in your music to the A&R, because of the gatekeepers, and that's because there was gatekeepers, so there's a qualification process you have to go through before you release the music, you know what I'm saying? And I think that part of it, I'm not saying the whole thing, that part of it is missing, but the reason why it's missing is because labels really are kind of outdated. Are becoming more and more outdated.
I love the point she just made, by the way. I've got two things to say. First thing about the gatekeepers. One label that does that example of gatekeeping that you said very well is Polydor.
Yeah.
And obviously they've had some backlash because of that. Like, remember Ray?
Yeah.
She went on the internet and told everyone that until she gets a big hit, she can't release her album. They're trapping her in the deal.
Yeah.
I love Ray, by the way. I'm not popping her down. But that's quality control. Like she didn't have a top 10 hit to release an album with. That's a good they were gatekeeping her album basically. They done it to Clavish. Clavish was meant to drop in November. Didn't have a hit. Then the time got moved to December. Didn't have a hit. That Fredo collab was meant to be his big hit. Fredo went jail, so he couldn't have a hit. You're not your album's not coming out if you don't have a hit.
Yeah.
So you reckon that's a good thing?
Yeah. So I see what they do is good because they quality control. Like you're not going to release an album with no hype.
The only thing I was going to say, you have to have the people with the ear though. The thing is, not everybody. You see, like A&R is actually it's a skill in its own self. For example, a lot of the big A&Rs in the past. I'm talking about. Let's just keep it to hip hop. That's what I know hip hop, right? They come from either a club background or DJ background. Because a DJ naturally knows what's a banger. Because traditionally a DJ would break hits. It's not like now. Now DJs just jump on what's already a hit. Before, like, you give the DJ a hit in the club, when people go club, he'll play it, and now the hits, all the DJ on the radio will break the hits, you know what I'm saying? So you have, for example, like DJ Khaled, who comes from being a DJ. Do you get it? That's why he does big singles. P. Diddy comes from being a club promoter, worked in a club. Irv Gotti comes from being a DJ. Then he goes and signs DMX, signs Jay-Z. He's the A&R that signs Jay-Z to Def Jam. He's the A&R that signed Ja Rule, Ashanti. They come from being DJs. You know what I mean? I think Dr. Dre, one of the greatest producers, he plays on that model, Dr. Dre. Remember, Dr. Dre has The Game. I'll give you an example. The Game. Dr. Dre had The Game signed to him for 2 years, right? Our project wasn't coming out. We signed for him for 2 years. 50 comes along, 50 is making mad hits. So they've said to 50, you know what? I know you've got this G unit team, you've got the South with Young Buck, you've got obviously New York, yourself and Lloyd Banks and that. Why don't we just add him? Because remember, Game was never signed to 50 Cent. He was with Dr. Dre. He was signed to Dr. Dre before 50 Cent even came along. They're like, why don't you come and help him finish his album? And 50 came just for the singles. It wasn't that the game couldn't rap, but then we need singles. Why don't you come and help him finish the album? And then we're gonna market him as the West Side of G Unit, just to, do you know what I mean, for the branding. They've done that. The game's first album was classic. But what I'm saying is, but you need people with good ears as well. That's the only problem is sometimes with the gatekeeping where it can be, I feel bad for the artist, because I think there's two things. I think the gatekeeper or the A&R, listening, has to understand the artist. Because sometimes what labels do wrong. So for example, see like K Coke in the past, he got signed, didn't it? And then they made him the song called Lay Down Your Weapon. Yeah. That was terrible. Doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean? Because he's a gangster rapper. Do you get what I'm saying?
I like that song though.
That kind of rubbed that his thing a bit. Do you get it? Because and that's what I'm saying. You need the people making these decisions kind of also have to understand the artist's brand. Yeah, and they have to understand.
You can't have K-pop advocating for peace.
And you have to have a noise ear for music. So for example, like Whitney Houston, I will always love you. So I'm a historian, innit? So I study music. I will always love you and all these big hits. There's a guy called Clive Davis. He was the A&R for her. He was the A&R for Whitney Houston's music, bro. So what I'm saying, sometimes you have to have, it's hard because a lot of, the problem where it is now with a lot of artists, the reason why a lot of artists don't want to listen to these A&Rs, because a lot of these A&Rs probably don't even know, understand the artist, don't even have good ear for music. So a lot of time the artist doesn't want to do that. Do you get what I'm saying? But then, and this is what I'm saying about the streets. You see the streets are not good A&R sometimes. They're good for street A&R, they're good for the foundation, they're good to buy someone, but they're not good A&R for hits. I'll tell you why. Nine showed his whole team, I See You Shining. Yeah, he said, all the man them were like, nah.
Yeah,
that's one of his biggest hits. Because remember, the hits, the streets is not the mainstream. There's two different things. And I think the problem is now is lines are blurred. Music is just so one way. And this is where I'm saying I'm bored. Music is just the streets. Where's the fun side? Where's the party side? Do you know what I mean? And this is where Afrobeats, the reason why Afrobeats and dancehall, I kill it on a global scale for black music, because Afrobeats and dancehall music is music that's mainstream kind of music. Do you get it? It's music that's palatable. And I think we just don't I'm just bored, I'll be real. I'm bored of the podcast. I'm bored of everything. I'm bored of so many things, bro. I think consistently, we've been producing very good projects. I just don't think we produce good singles, and I'm bored. I'm just bored of everything. I'll be real with you. I'm literally bored.
What do you reckon about like?
I'm back into football and stuff like that.
I hear that.
No, yeah, I'm into football and that now, bro.
Do you reckon that anything to do with what's going on in the music thing is because people don't like honest criticism?
Oh, definitely. I feel like okay, but the thing is, this is why I'll defend the artist as well, though.
Nah, we ain't defending the artist.
I'll tell you why, bro. Like, when you're criticizing someone, it also is like, what's your intention? For example, my intention is never to come online and just to disrespect the person. When you're doing that, the other person's gonna receive it as disrespect, and they're entitled to do that because it's like, bro, your intention wasn't to criticize me, constructive criticism.
But what if your intention is constructive criticism and then they still take it the wrong way?
And that's their problem. They're never gonna grow and become better from that. Do you get it? They're always gonna be shielded, stay in a box. You get what I'm saying? But if the criticism is coming from a place of, because there's a way you can criticize that's constructive and respectful. Because remember as well, on the flip side as well, you have to look at it from different. This is the artist's brand. This is the artist's whole brand. You're using your platform and your voice to pop down the artists. I'm talking about the people when they do it in a rude way. You're almost like, for example, perfect example. Academic actually hurts certain artists' brands. Like when Academic goes at certain artists, like you see like Academic. You see the effect he has on like Meek Mill's brand, Little Baby's brand.
Yeah, but I think he's coming from an angry, negative place.
No, but I'm giving it.
It's not always.
No, not always. I'm talking about with Little Baby and Meek Mill. He's got personal problems with them. You get me?
One thing I'll say, just in general in life, like it's just a life thing. You grow so much better with criticism, constructive criticism. Like just in general, I'm talking about even by myself. Myself, it's like I don't want to hear all that praises. Tell me where I'm going weak. Tell me where I should strengthen. Do you get it? Because it's only gonna better. And I feel like, if you even look at what factually is happening, it's like, for example, people are not doing massive tours anymore, like tours like that. People are not doing massive sales. Obviously, everything's becoming saturated, so it's not just on the quality of music. There's a plethora of factors why these things are happening. But one of the key things is if you're seeing less and less big singles in the mainstreams, it's like, if people are saying, for example, the singles ain't good, there's a clear evidence of that back this up. And if, for example, like everyone comes into music for different reasons, so we can't expect everybody to, like I said, some people, I don't care about singles. Some people, I'm here to tell, like, I'm just a project at rapper. Do you know what I mean? And that's cool. But if some people are here for like, you know what, I would like a successful career. I would want a tour worldwide. I would want to. So sometimes you got then if that's what your game plan is, you kind of have to listen to the constructive criticism as well, especially if it's coming from people you deem as there's some sense in what they're saying.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Don't just completely rubbish it, and it's not good to just automatically be on defense mode. But what I will say on the flip side is it's the delivery. Some people, again, this is their brand, bro. They have to protect their brand at all costs because you're popping down my brand. If you create this narrative, because media can create narrative.
Yeah, I agree.
If a media person creates this narrative, which for example, like Meek Mill is becoming a laughing stock to the suburban America, middle class America, because the academics audience is middle class. Maybe not the streets, but to the suburbs, he's become a laughing stock, right? And the reason why I said that hurts your brand, because Meek's brand's supposed to be street. When you're street, you're not supposed to be a laughing stock. There should be nothing funny about you. Obviously, Meek doesn't help himself with how he engages in it, but because now he's a laughing stock, it's hard to now sell to the suburban, because the suburban, they're the ones that buy into, like, oh, the gangster shit. We love this. Do you get it?
And they're not taking it serious.
If they're not taking you serious, that actually hurts your brand. And so the point I'm making, the media can create a narrative. So I understand sometimes when an artist is upset because he's like, bro, be careful with your voice or your platform, because you can create a narrative that can actually hurt my bread and butter. You feel me? But if it's coming from a place of being a fan, because artists got to understand is this person a fan of mine? Take emotion first. This person criticizing me. Have they said good stuff about me in the past? Are they actually a fan of my music? If they're a fan of my music, the same way I can say this is sick. I'm allowed to then say this ain't that good.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I agree. So
that's why I respected Unknown T's stance. Yeah, when his tape was coming out, I linked him one time and he was just saying to man, yo, I want the criticism. I want you to tell man, like where I could improve, boom, boom, boom. Because that's gonna help. He's literally said exactly what you're saying. That's gonna help him as an artist. That's gonna help him grow, boom, boom, boom. So I appreciate people who see it like that. You get what I'm trying to say? As in like, oh nah, you know what?
That's very,
A, B, and
that's
C,
humble of him still. That's very
I
humble.
respect it, man.
It's humble.
What's next?
Still can't believe it. No, but I still can't believe you're trying to.
I'm bored, bro. What can I do, my guy?
I will by Essential C. You weren't rocking with that.
I said, just he's
Top
my
20.
guy. Stop asking me questions, man.
Come on, man.
It wasn't my strongest song, Essential, but I fuck with Essential. So you're putting me on the spot. Of
I
people
know.
I
You know
what I mean? I like Essential, but you know what it is?
I think I'm starting to tune out, you know. I'm starting to tune out because I didn't even listen to that. And I listened to Central C.
way.
I swear, bro, I haven't listened to the Fredo and Clavish thing. I haven't listened to Central C. And I know it sounds... I've been busy. One, I've been busy as well.
Yeah.
But two, like, I'm just... As APC, I'm not running to it. So when I hear it, you get what I'm saying?
Nah. Okay, do you like these songs that you're asking me about?
I love these. I love the UK scene, man.
But that's good then.
I feel like
you don't
That's good then. That's good then.
Sometimes I do get like that, like everything's boring, but then you got to find the positives.
No, there is, like I said, there's positive, but like I said, I'm a different kind of consumer. I'm a consumer, like, if you're talking to me, is there a project? Like, I love Potter's last project. I like Scrap's last project. I love Malone's last project. Like, so if you're talking to me about projects, I can tell you the positives. But like I said, I'm a different consumer. You see me, like, I'm like, there's different pockets. Yeah. So, for example, the videos ain't creatives. Yeah. I don't even want to go on YouTube.
Hear me though. What I would say about the videos, yeah. With the videos, I feel like a lot of labels, and obviously once again, you see all this label talking that I can't really talk because I don't really know in it. So I'm just speaking from a consumer perspective, yeah. I reckon that people realize that, yo, spending 30 bags on a video shoot don't make sense no more. Like, for example, Digga D Word, I don't know if I should say this, I don't care. 30 bags for the video shoot, yeah? Bro, like, if Digga D would have sat in anywhere and done that same thing, would he have got the same amount of views? Probably.
Videos are bad, but the thing is...
Probably. So I don't feel people need to spend all that money anymore to get the what we need. And because the money everyone's making is less, why am I spending that much on a video?
I agree with you. You know what? Do you know the big... Do you know when I really... When it's really hit home? Cardi B is someone that spends crazy money on a video. Her new video is just in the studio. And Cardi... And you can see... But the point I'm saying is, creativity doesn't have to cost crazy money.
Nah, it don't.
I'm not saying... I'm just saying... It's just the same, bro. Do you know what it is, yeah?
And that's why I think Groundworks was the hardest at a point, because they was going crazy with the creativity. They was going crazy with the creativity, but it wasn't necessarily like mad budget videos. They just made it look like mad budget videos.
The artist I suggested at the start of this, Poser, give Kitchen Stove a listen.
No, I'm gonna.
What, and the creativity as well?
The video for that, as the beat gets faster, the video is like spinning. But you start to notice as the beat gets faster, as the beat drops and gets faster, the video starts spinning faster.
Cold.
It's like
Heavy One's last video was good, really good.
Oh yeah.
Heavy One's really like
the socials thing.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm done. Like,
see, now you're starting to see the positive.
But I'm saying there's moments. That's what, but I'm completely honest with you. See me, you're not gonna find like a more fan, like a bigger fandom in the music. Like I love music, bro. Like differently. Like,
but you got expectations.
But I love music differently. Right? When I get to the point where I'm a nerd music. So like this out, I'm rushing. I rush to music. Like I rush to music. I rush this coming out that. But when I get to a point where I'm talking about just content as well, like I'll rush the content. I consume everything when it comes to entertainment, music, urban music. I rush to everything. Do you get it? Do you know I got to the point where, bro, I let things go. I'm not even gonna watch it, bro. I'm bored, bro. I'm not just talking, not even the UK. I'm bored. US. I'm bored. I'm bored, bro. Don't you think that might harm a young artist coming up who looks up to your page and that, thinking, I can't wait to get a major, thinking you're not even listening again. Do you know what it is, though? Do you know what it is? If it's excellent, it's gonna gain my attention. It is. I think if he's excellent, it's gonna gain my attention. If he does his thing and he's sick.
If he's excellent at marketing, it might.
Yes, that's
no.
If he's excellent at marketing,
I'll tell you why.
Because that's how you'll get in front of you.
Okay, let me give you an example.
Central C's always been hard, but it's until he
until
he had a new
I discovered Marnz Malone, all these people. That's what I'm saying. I discovered Marnz. Let's talk about last year. I'm giving you last year for example.
He had motion though, man.
No, but I'll give you last. Listen, what I'm saying. But it was. I'm saying you're saying to me. I just said to you, I'll discover artists. You said to me, marketing. So don't forget about the motion. I discovered Marnz Malone because I heard enough of. Like I said, I still swipe. You know what I'm saying? When I'm on swiping. I follow bare no clout artists. So it's not about the clout thing. I follow artists like, if I hear artists, for example, let's just say I see an artist, right? Someone reposted or on a smaller blog, right? And the artist has got 100 followers. It's not about I don't look at the number count. I still listen to the music. I say, this is good music, and I follow him. Do you get it? So he'll come to me. And I follow bare. Like if you go through my page, I follow about 30% of the artists, and I follow 1,000 people, 30% of the artists I follow haven't got no clout. And I follow them. Do you get it? I go and follow them because I'm thinking, you know what? As soon as I see potential, I follow. I'm gonna keep a track on you. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like I love discovering. I love
always staying in tune.
I love discovering. Even on, for example, I'll give you an example. Perfect example, right? You're saying, I discovered 2 artists from you. There's one guy I forgot his name, but he's called rapper. I saw him posting on my Snapchat. I went on Instagram, found him, followed him, and then he posted some Irish shoots. The Hustlers. I discovered from your platform. Found them followed them on UK rap numbers, posted some guy from Reading. Because of the story and that, I thought, oh, cool, I followed them. Do you get it? So what I'm saying is, I will still go and look for talent. Do you know what I'm saying? I will still, like I said, I love this shit. But it's like, people are not making shit to excite me personally. And that's just my truth now.
When's the last time you was excited?
Honestly, it was like literally, the last time I was excited was the emergence of all KB, Marnz, K-Money. That do you know what it is? Because their music is it's not surface level. There's so many layers to their music. I think that when that emergence was coming, especially last year aggressively, that's when I would say I was excited. Potter's last project, parts of it got me excited. I can't lie. Like
very good project.
Yeah, like I can't lie. That excited me. Like the track list excited me. Yeah, so there's moments I'm excited, you know what I mean? Like, I love quality, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, but singles, I just want some good singles, man. I want some singles. I'm like, ooh, that's a banger. You see, like, when Burna Boy and them men drop their singles, it's like, ooh, that's a banger. When them, you know what I'm saying?
No, I would say is Elevation, though, yeah? It's just a bit of a sidebar, yeah? Like, because you just mentioned Potter, yeah? When I went on tour with Potter 2021, and now his 2024 tour is like way bigger than before. You get what I'm trying to say? So I just want to say that's some elevation there. That was cold. You get what I'm saying? Because bro, like literally, maybe the biggest venue he done 2021 was like the smallest venue he done 2024. Do you get what I'm saying? That's elevate. That's hard, bro. But obviously because he's keep producing quality, that's why it's gonna keep going.
Potter's label excites me. Pause.
36.
36. 36 label. That excites me. The whole thing, how it's done. Do you know what I mean?
I love their roster. They got A, B, they got Twin S.
Yeah. That excites me. And that excites, like, pause, that excites me. And do you know what we need? We need some collaboration that we don't expect. Do you get it?
Like
but
who?
bangers. You know, like one said, like features. So they like, you know, a feature that you don't expect.
Yeah.
You know, like say, like for example, Scraps is dropping a single, like a big single.
Scraps and C China.
But some songs that you don't, some songs that you, but if it's just a banger and a song you don't accept. Okay, can I ask you quickly? You know, what's the Clavish and Clavish and H song? Did they sell well?
Like top 50s.
But in terms of all Clavish sells, is it?
For Clavish, it's a win. For Clavish, it's a win, but I think people expected more.
No, but I'm saying, but in terms of all Clavish's singles, where is it in the rankings?
Oh, is it what?
Is it one of his highest rankings? Sold singles.
Yeah. What minus the DBE?
Oh yeah, minus the DBE.
It's top 5. It's top 5 in Clavish.
Okay, this is my point.
It's top 5.
That kind of song is not. The reason why I asked you that is to make my point.
But you know that's all H though.
I know, but this is the reason I'm trying to make that for
mostly
artists,
H.
But I want artists to understand. See songs that are out of your comfort zone. That Clavish and H song, I don't really like it. Yeah, but I understand it's more of a palatable to a mainstream song. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's more palatable to a mainstream, and that's why you see the sales correlate. You're saying it's top 5 of these sales, and this is the part I'm saying. Sometimes the music that you like and the hood likes, it's not the music that gonna make you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The mainstream.
That's fair. That's fair.
And I think if you need people on the building to explain this to artists, bro, there's a difference between, bro, man, outside of your artist's base, if you go and perform at a festival where there's just bare neutral fans, people are not even singing along to your songs. Because you know why? You ain't got no mainstream songs. This is when you know. When you go to a show, you see someone like, let's say Nicki Minaj, like all that, let's just say like, random Burna Boy. If he goes to his song and sings Last, someone that's not even into Afrobeat's gonna know the words to that.
Starships, Nicki Minaj, everyone's gonna know it.
Sings that, that's what I'm saying. If you have songs outside of your own tour, when you go to a festival and you perform and everyone's just quiet, you don't have mainstream music, bro. Yeah. And this is when you need people in this building to start telling the artists, listen, we need to now start making music that's actually gonna sell.
Don't you reckon that you might just when this actually happens, everyone goes mainstream and that you're gonna be like, blood, where's the streets?
But you know, no,
for the streets,
yeah, you're right.
blood.
But what I'm saying is, balance.
I
think the 90s had the best balance.
The 90s?
Yeah, I think the 90s, because remember, all the Death Row, Puck, all them lot, Biggie, they had the mainstream, but they had the streets.
I hear that.
What have you lot heard of 4 Batz?
Yeah, I think he's cold, fam.
He's blowing up everywhere right now, actually.
Cold.
Yeah. In a little EP.
The you that signed to Drake, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, is he signed to Drake?
You know there was a bidding war over that though.
Yeah, there's a bidding war.
He's signed to Drake now though, yeah?
Yeah.
Drake's on a remix of the song that's going up.
Yeah, I didn't really like the remix though.
Oh, you didn't like the remix?
Because it was a different song. What was the point?
Yeah. So Drake just changed the beat completely.
He changed the beat, bro.
Yeah.
He changed
I heard it.
He basically just stopped the song at the end and changed the beat and then had
you
a
know,
Drake feature.
You know what that was though?
Is Drake coming a bit tired?
You think?
Okay, you can't say that. No, go on.
Nah, you know what that was though? Drake didn't really want to jump on it, but because
you reckon the goal hanging's finishing now?
Drake
didn't really want to jump on it, but because that's the only way that you could get him to sign, probably. He's like, all right, cool, I'll jump on the song. That's probably where it is.
It's a short deal as well. I heard it's not like a long-term deal.
Quick EP.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, where did he come from though? Because I'm checking his Spotify. He's got like 100 mil streams on one song.
Why is he giving industry plant or what?
That's what people are
saying though.
That's what people are echoing.
I don't know. I just think he's very good. So if it's an industry plant, bring some more of those type of ones, bro.
What?
Big man thing. Leave the tired ones.
Yeah.
Bring the 4 batzes and that pause on the name, but bring the 4 batzes, all of them in there. I need all of them, man.
Yeah.
Because they're cold, bro. He's hard.
What? Why didn't everyone have this energy for Sench though? Like,
Sench is not an industry
Sench is nothing but industry.
Okay, so we're off that. We're off that.
No one's on that.
Sench
He's not an industry
Wait,
plant.
so no one was on that. No one was on Sench's industry plant. No one was saying that. No one was saying that. No one was saying that.
Central C is the absolute opposite of what people think an industry plant is. Like absolute.
I know
opposite.
he was there before.
He's the absolute.
I know he was
opposite.
there before.
First of all,
I know he was there.
Bro, he made a song. The Day in the Life thing, just made a song, didn't it? And it just worked.
Magic.
No,
not Magic.
Wait. Do you know
Mama had mad followers before this.
What, he just uploaded it on YouTube?
Wait there. Mama had mad followers, before The Day in the Life. He was at like 50K before The Day in the Life. It's not mad. It's
so that's enough for it to do what it done.
It's enough for the motion to start rolling, and then you get me. You can add to it, and boom, boom, boom.
Let's define
There's no industry.
Let's define industry. I don't think Sench is an industry.
We'll define the term industry plant.
Definitely,
people are definitely echoing that.
We'll define the term industry plant, and I'll explain to you why Central C is literally the complete opposite of what the definition of industry plant is.
Okay.
So industry plant is having resources and connecting the industry that people hide. That's number one. And when you say you're independent despite label support, Central C and YBs put the bread up for the marketing and everything independently first and then blew up. He was not the label did not blow up Central C.
I don't know if what's his
the label.
I don't know if people YBs has music on YouTube.
He's not a label. He's not YBs. Is not flipping. Who can have
Universal.
Lucian Grace.
Yeah,
he's not
yeah.
Universal Lucian Grace.
Isn't he was a jeweler?
A jeweler's not music. That's what I'm saying. YB.
He can't plant you in the industry because he's got P.
He had the same money as Universal. He probably had more.
On now,
he
man.
probably was able to put more
before
into Central C than Universal would have put into Central
Before
C.
Central C, could YB walk?
Does he know Universal is a multi-billion company, bro? You think YB's had a multi?
Before Central C, could YB?
about to say, bro.
Before Central C, could YB walk in and have a meeting with every single top execs in the music industry?
No, which therefore means he can't. How,
No.
blood?
How,
fam? He would have done it for himself. He rapped, you know. So if he could do that, he would have just propelled himself.
What I'm saying is he wasn't
Rimsey.
Well, listen,
He was managing Rimsey.
But listen, I'm saying, okay, cool. But what I'm saying,
He got Rimsey on the chart.
But listen, I'm saying, listen.
First time ever.
Okay, listen. Let me think. Let me finish here. To be an industry plant, for example, what I'm saying is you need somebody that's in the industry heavy. Let's say Dame, Biggs, and that. Would you say they would? It's like saying Dame and Dash and Biggs and that, and Jay, because they put money into Jay-Z and Jay put money into himself. It's like saying, the industry, but they weren't industry niggas, bro. They were street niggas with bread. They put their bread into music.
Yeah, that's what happened, bro.
That's what I'm saying. They put their bread into music and then they blew. That's not industry. Industry plant. First of all, you know industry plant.
Question.
First of all, the standard way of blowing music. This is what the industry plant is just a dumb term made by rap fans. Yeah. Let me tell you something.
It's not a dumb term.
Let me explain. You know what the definition of industry plant is? Is how you actually blow in music traditionally. It's literally how everyone, until it became independently, until the independent.
Let me explain why it's cap. Let me explain why it's cap. In my opinion,
gosh,
remember that you know more.
What's he gonna done? It's done.
No, listen. You can't, bro. That's cap, bro.
Go on. Tell me why it's cap.
I'm telling you it's cap because you're telling me that no one's organically blown up then. That's what you're saying to me. You're saying no one's.
Okay.
Oh, that's how everyone gets in the game.
Okay.
Cap.
All right, cool. Let me explain.
Rephrase
Let me
that,
explain. No, let me explain it to you. So let's
Okay.
go by the term. Industry implies having resources and connect in the industry that people hide. That's number one, yeah. Or when you say you're independent despite label support, yeah. For example, in general, yeah. To blow in the past, yeah, you had to get signed to a label because the label controlled the whole thing. The label controlled all media back in the day. So before the internet, you had to. So for example, I'll give you an example. See Michael Jackson, the game. I'll give you a perfect example. The game. So it's the game. Traditionally, what people call industry plant.
You're talking about 10, 15
Yeah,
years.
I know. You took it.
You're talking about old school.
But listen to my point. But listen,
I get your point now.
My point was the term what people term industry plant. Like, listen to what I said first. I said that was actually the way. The model to blow music.
Is there anything else on the list of industry plants?
What do you mean?
I'm talking about now. Or in general.
Like, is there anything else that makes you an industry plant apart from what you just said?
So now, an industry plant now is like when like I said, the label plant you somewhere. You're planted by the label, yeah, and then they make it like it's organic. They make it like you're not signed to a label. No one's really industry plant.
They're boosting your streams, making it seem like it's normal.
Because you know in rap music, yeah, a lot of rappers we can follow your story. You blow in the underground first, innit, before the label comes. So it's like a label doesn't really pick you up from somewhere and just, you know what I'm saying, place it and just.
Question, no offense. Is Marnz 163 an industry plant? Because I never heard of him before the label thing. Just a question. I don't know.
He's lucky. He was.
Fair enough.
He had a hit. He went viral.
But hear me out.
Was he on TikTok already? Maybe that was.
Can I ask you a question? Yeah.
Digger jumped in it.
Is an industry plant a bad thing? Hear me out before you interrupt. Yeah. I'm an investor. I see someone that's bad talented. Yeah. It's my thing. I invest in him. I want to push my investment. I've invested money into him. Yeah. Is that a bad thing?
No.
So why? So why do you?
The general way industry plants are viewed, they're viewed as people without talent. So there's some industry plants technically with talent that we don't class as industry plants because they're talented. They should be there. Or even though they were put there, they should be there.
Why are you calling who's the industry plant?
Who was put there, fam? Just say a few. Just give me one.
You know, man.
I promise you. I said
you named a few.
I said Dave and Stormzy, and I didn't think there was, but you're saying they are.
Everything was manufactured traditionally. So it was manufactured in the music industry. You know that, right? Everything was.
That, but you know what it is? I've seen Stormzy come up. Maybe
no, I'm not talking about Stormzy.
Yeah.
Not Stormzy.
Why I'm saying Stormzy is because
It's interesting that you chose that one though.
The reason I'm saying Stormzy.
No, wait.
I didn't say Dave.
Let me speak, please. What I'm saying is, I'm saying Stormzy because I listened to Stormzy in 2010 and that. You know what I'm saying? So now he's blown up now.
They blew
the Grand Stormzy.
Huh?
The Grimestorms.
Yeah, ghetto superstars.
What about the rap storms? It's the.
You can't be
Did you hear the rap?
if you blew underground, right? You blew up in the underground, and then you blew, and then you got.
And then you got a little
not
extra
plan.
push. That's not industry plan. You
Oh,
try,
just a little extra push.
now, even if it's a
So then no one should invest in anybody then.
even if it's
So
a
you're
big
standing.
push, the fact is
I didn't call him an industry
No,
blog.
no,
by
hear
the
me,
way.
hear me.
I
If someone
haven't
comes
said
in,
it. I'm just asking
if someone
questions.
comes in the game with a tiny little bit of motion, and then someone gets behind them and then pushes them, that's not really an industry plan in my head. In my head, an industry plan is a youth that's rapping in the studio. Someone, a big dog, sees them rapping in the studio and says, "Hey, me, let me put some peas behind you. No one even knows about you yet," and pushes you right in the game. I can give an example of that though. I know exactly who done that though.
Yeah.
Just cool. But I know
wait,
exactly.
I know
A person. I'm gonna say the scenario. I'm gonna say who it is. Someone came up to me and I had a pop-up shop for Tateris in 2019. Yeah. In Lewisham, by the way, in Crepe Selector. It's not in Lewisham.
yeah.
Safe. The person's come in to me and they've said to me, "Yo, listen, oh yeah, man, watch my thing. I'm next up, basically. You get me?" He's like, I'm hitting him with the typical, "Yeah, bro, do your thing, man. Hopefully." He's like, nah. There's no hopefully. I'm telling you, I swear to God. Man said, no, hopefully. I'm telling you, in the next coming months, you're gonna see what's going on. Within 2 months, my man was hella spoken about. Like, everyone knows what I'm talking about right now. That is an industry plank to me.
hear me out.
He told me he's gonna blow. How do you know?
Hear me out.
I'll tell you off camera.
Hear me out. Like I said, traditionally,
That is crazy.
everything in the music industry was manufactured. Traditional, and you know what tradition now? But there's something. Listen, that was the standard. I'm saying that was the standard. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
you find Michael Jackson's family, the Jackson 5 family from Gary, Indiana. They get signed to a machine. They make music. They're pushed to the forefront. I think Diana Ross was massive. Then she introduced them to the world. Like I said with the game was signed to Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre's got him from the streets. He's put him alongside G Unit. It's everything's manufactured. A lot of things. Traditionally, a lot of things were manufactured. So what I'm saying, the term industry plot is made by people that actually understand the music industry, bro.
I hear that.
Because
When you put it like that, I
because a lot of things in the music industry was actually manufactured. Do you know what I'm saying?
I like that
So when
explanation.
people say that, I just want myself like, what are you on about? But I think what I will say, how it started to happening, is the internet era. So what happened with the
It's
internet
so
era?
obvious.
Yeah, when the internet era happened, people were no longer saying they were independent when they weren't independent.
Yeah, I hear
And I'm talking about some big people as well in the UK saying that.
Yep.
Some big people that we know now were saying
yep.
they were independent when they weren't independent.
Yep.
That's industry. But the thing is, the reason why you can't really call them industry plants of these people is because they're already super big and already.
I
have
watched
some
this. Yeah. Blank out name, because I think we've said his name 70 times already today. So blank out name. Do you reckon that if you've got big distribution behind you, are you independent fully?
Should we go into explain label and distributors first?
Yeah, this is when I go quiet. I don't know what's going on.
It's important for the audience to understand the difference between being signed to a major record label and being signed and having a distribution deal, innit? I think we should just define the two, innit?
Oh, all right.
I agree.
So I think first let's start with a major recording deal, and then we could just explain the difference between the distribution. So when you're signed to a major recording deal, there's usually a lot more money involved, which the artist has to recoup. I'm going to explain recruitment at some point in this conversation. Recruitment's literally a bad thing. It's like slavery, but we'll get into that at some point. So with the money, they usually larger advance, upfront money. You own for the most part, they own your masters for period of time. Usually supposed to be between 15 to 25 years. Negotiate, which is mad.
Mad.
Yeah, and then with the recording deal, which again, artists has to remember this, you have to pay back. Recouping. The money goes into recording the music, producing the music. It's supposed to, by the way, let me say, it's supposed to, in a good situation, innit? Mixing the music, mastering of the music. Also, they do the record label. You tend to do the marketing for you, marketing the music, and they're supposed to also can help with stuff like tours, music videos, getting you features, etc., right? So that's a major recording deal, right? And with a distribution deal now, it's different. You tend to first and foremost keep your rights. There's less money involved. Tends to be less money involved. You're more flexible with the cut. So with a recording deal, for the most part, it's 80-20 split. So the label takes back 80, you take back 20. Could be 75-25, right? The label takes back 75. Most deals, yeah, in a recording deal. Whereas in a distribution deal, it's a lot more flexible. Yeah. If there's money involved, the more money is involved, then it might be a 50-50 split. Yeah. It tends to be for a short period of time. So like one album, one EP project. You kind of,
1 second. So you see when they own your masters for 20 something years,
15,
even
20.
is it on just that project and that you signed with them?
But with a record deal, you rarely sign for like one project. There's usually like there's a term, I'll get into that. There's a term called options. They say, so like, say for example, they sign you one single. How they get people in? Because a lot of people don't know this. Someone was telling me today. So they use the term options. So like you sign one album, let's just say for example, one project deal with an option of, another project, for example, yeah. The option terms means they can, they got a clause where they can keep you for the next album, the third album. So a lot of times, for example, you might sign for one single, or let's just say for 3-4 singles, you might sign for one album, but you don't actually know you've actually signed for 4 or 5 albums. Do you get it? And they have the masters of all those albums, but the only thing they'll do, they'll give you an advance for each project, each new project. So you get a new advance, but again, you have to recoup the advance. So it's not, again, you have to understand.
It's like loans.
When you go to recording, and the recouping is so bad.
It's like very bad
the
loan.
worst loan you could ever have, yeah. When you go to a record label, you have to remember every money that is given to you, it's not your money. Do you get what I'm saying? So you have to recoup.
But
so
a lot of good opportunities can come from being.
we'll get into that, yeah. I'll be honest with you, I'll get into that later, but I think labels are kind of becoming outdated, you know. I'm not gonna lie. For a lot of artists, I'll be honest with you. So marketing and promo distribution company, you tend to, the money they give you,
We're talking about distributors now.
distributor now. If you're a distributor now, you own your rights. You have a lot more flexible. It's usually a short term. So say for example, you're there for one project. A lot of times, even when they give you the money, you're supposed to manage the money yourself. So you're supposed to manage it for the video shoot yourself. Whereas the labels manage it if you're on the label, but you have to sort out the video yourself. Even when it comes to now marketing, so hitting up the blog and stuff like that, you yourself or your team has to do it. Whereas the label, for example, if you're signed to a label, they handle the marketing, the billboards and stuff. But some distributor now are starting to also handle your marketing as well, but depending on who you are in that system, innit? So for example, with a distributor as well, it's like you're in control when you want to release. With a label, it's like what I was talking about earlier on, it's like, okay, they're more in control. Okay, well, we ain't got the single yet.
I might need to find a distributor for myself then, but that sounds wonderful.
You ain't got a single yet, you ain't got a motion, but I ain't gonna lie. Distributor is not just gonna, because remember with a distributor, they're making money off your project, your streams, innit?
Yeah.
So
what other distributors are out there?
Like
what names? What are the names called?
There's
ADA.
Orchard.
Yes,
sorry, just this is fan perspective and that. Who's
Empire,
with these people? Bro?
Empire's a
Or
distributor.
did it not
You know
want
America,
to- did it-
Empire.
Yeah, I know about
Empire's
Empire. I know about
EJ.
Empire.
Empire's
Yeah.
EJ equivalent
I
America.
get it. Because I see Empire. Everyone goes to Empire and
Yeah,
I see what's going on. So people don't want to say who they're with now, or I don't know.
Orchard have like Russ Millions.
Russell's at Orchard now, yeah?
Yeah, Russell's at Orchard. They have Ray. Have you heard of Ray?
You got Brits in that. She get Brits in that this year.
Yeah,
killed
she got
it.
all the
Who's
Brits.
Orchard's got
They're the
Ray?
ones handling
Orchard's
her.
got
still.
Ray?
Yeah, they're the ones handling
They
her.
cleaned up.
Georgia.
Smith.
Yeah.
Orchard are cleaning up.
Yeah.
But she's nice.
So they're just keeping
ADA
quiet. Then?
If you're in a distribution situation, like DB, Orchard, Georgia Smith, right? And you actually sell records. Because the thing is, well, with all due respect, a lot of people at EGA, they get streams, but there's a difference in stream and you actually
Records,
sell records, yeah? DB sell records, yeah? Ray is selling records. You are the distributor and you're selling records.
Your money's
You're
crazy.
mashing.
Money's crazy.
You're
still.
mashing.
You're getting money and you don't even know where it's coming from.
Because remember, it's what the splits, and then, oh my days, you're mashing. Because the thing with the record label is, so perfect example, you're in the record label is actually like, there's so many things that are so outdated, yeah? You sign to a record label, right? You sell records, right? So you're somebody that actually sells records, yeah? You sell bare records. And you got to 80-20 split, yeah?
Sad.
Bro, you take 20%. And it's not like, this is how it works. It's not, paying back a label is the biggest finesse in the world, yeah? I'm going to break it down to you just in numbers, yeah?
Was it bare interest or something?
No, with a distro as well. Another thing I forgot is the split. So a lot of times the distro, you can sign an 80-20 split. For example, but the artist takes back 80. The distro take back 20%. Do you get it?
Thanks.
Yeah, 70-30. The artist takes back 70. The distro takes 30%. That's distro when you sign with distribution deal, yeah? But then there's actual next level indie, like independent, where you just upload your music. So basically, to upload your music on streaming platform, you have to go through a distribution company. Yeah, everybody. Like you can't just upload to get on Spotify. So there's company like DistroKid, for example. There you upload your money. I think you pay some small fee. You upload all your music on there, and they upload it on Spotify, Apple Music. That's with no deal. Like you're not dealing with anybody. You're paying for that service. That's like different level independent. That's where like your everyday artist. That's like, you know the small artist that's got no
That's
motion.
your street. That's your street rapper.
Who's the biggest person doing that?
No, once you get motion,
Is AJ doing that? AJ Tracy.
No, he must have a distribution deal.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
No way. He must have it. He's too big. He makes too much money.
I know there used to be
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna break down the recruitment in it because I think this is so important. Yeah.
Wait. So you're telling me Clavish didn't see nothing from Rocket Science?
Okay, let me break it down to you how it works. The
That was a hit. Why didn't he see?
Let me break. Stop talking about Clavish. 'Cause I don't know his deal. Let's talk about just anyone assigned to a major deal a lot of the time. Yeah, but remember, Clavish could have negotiated something different because he might have had motion before. Because that's something as well. If you have motion,
signed in jail.
Okay. So I'll give you an example. So if you're signed to a label,
Okay.
So let's say you're signed to a record label, you got a single that's going mental, yeah? Traditional record label. You've done an 80-20 split. They take about 80% and they got the masters, yeah? Bro, first and foremost, yeah, let's go the producer and you got a feature on it, yeah? The split now, you see the producer and all that's on the song, for example, the feature artist on it, they cut into your 20%, not the label's 80%. So they cut back into your 20%. So now you might even be left with 10%, yeah, of that split. So how recouping works, yeah. So if a label now pays an artist, the artist comes, you come to me, I'll give you a 100K deal, right? You get a 100K advance, sorry. So that's your 100K. Then let's just say for the recording, the features, the video, I spend another 100K. That's 200K, keep those numbers, right? So you owe me 200K, but we've got 80-20 split, right? You have to pay me back 200. You owe me 200K.
Out of my 20.
What was it? Out of your 20, but it doesn't work like that. So this is how much you have to make back to pay everything. So you don't see money here until you pay me back. But you pay me back just out of your 20%. And you got to remember, that 20% you have to pay producers that take from your cut. You've got to pay featured artists from your cut. So you've got a song that's going mad for that. Let's just say your album sells 200K worth of copies, right? 20%, right? So 20% of that debt goes towards 20% of that debt, yeah. Of say your album sold 200K copies goes towards you. I take 80. The label, I'm the label. I take 80% of that. So that in that case, right? So remember that you sold 200K. You've only paid back out of that 200K. You've only paid me back 40K. Do you get it?
Yeah.
I've taken the rest of the money. You've only paid me back 40K because that's the 20%. So you still owe me that. So like,
so I still owe 160K.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, mate.
Now, do you know how much you will need to sell to pay me back that 200K? How much you need to sell before you see money? This is before you see money. You would have to sell a million. Imagine how much I'm going to eat out of $1 million, yeah? This is what I'm saying, it's a slave deal. I'm going to eat, my 80%, I'm eating 80% out of that $1 million. You have to sell $1 million to pay me back 200K. Before you see money.
Yeah.
And that's a traditional record label.
It's not sounding labelish to me.
That's a traditional record label.
That's what Shipman should be doing.
Do you get it? So this is the reason why that's so out. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, that's why people come out and say,
I'm not gonna lie, labels
they trapped me.
So that's why a lot of
See
people.
what IVD was saying in that?
Oh yeah,
That's why a lot of people signed to traditional record labels are not
I
making
saw
money.
that. I don't know what that was about. I just thought I'd bring that
People
up.
signed to
It's label stuff in it.
Labels.
People signed to label are not seeing money. Whereas
She's not selling.
you're not seeing money. And remember as well, this is if you sell records. A lot of people don't actually even sell records.
Yeah, exactly. So if you don't sell, you can't. Like if you can't get that million, and many people are getting signed for these big boy deals.
Yeah.
And the millions to pay back that 200K.
Yeah, man ain't even streaming a million. Man ain't
There's
making
only
a
one
million.
person. There's only 3 people I can name that can do $1 million on a track within a year. Sprinter.
And imagine if those
What, a million? Are you talking about million sales or a million streams? Obviously not streams, isn't it? Surely. Sales.
Sales.
So imagine if they signed to a label, they could sell. So imagine they sold all those records that they sold, right? But they were signed to a traditional record. They probably in most cases, they're not probably seeing a lot of crazy money at the end of it.
And they don't expect you to. That's why they hold your masters for 15 to 25 years, because they would play the long game and make it back.
Yeah, that's how they mash.
Every artist has 2 peaks, at least. So your first peak when you blow up and when you die.
Why is that a peak when you die?
When you die,
I mean peak down peak.
No,
you die.
peak, when you die.
When you actually die.
When you die, the whole world cares about you when you die.
Yeah.
And the label will wait until you die and get their money back.
No, but obviously, some people get back after 15, 20 years though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like some people. That's why Ashanti was beefing with Gotti, because it's been 20 years for our first album, but he's not giving her masters back.
Okay.
You get it? He's not giving her masters.
He's on a salty one though, man.
Has it been 20 years already for
It's been 20 years, yeah. She wants her masters, but he's not. he's not giving an
So
answer.
she says she's gonna redo
But you
the
know what?
song.
He made a point from his angle, yeah. A lot of people are gonna be against me, but I did understand. It's greedy, but I get it. He's saying, I A&R'd all those hits, yeah. I took you from nothing, whatever. You still make money from all those shows, from them songs till this day, yeah. You can get club appearances, you make money. I can't tour and all that off that. It's like, so that's my only bread and butter.
Nah, I hear it, you know.
But at the same time, it's her art.
It's her
And
art.
that's the contract. That's the deal.
It's her art, but why?
That's the deal.
There would be no art without me.
Yeah.
You know about I gave you the pencil, bro. You talking about art? I gave you the pencil. Now you're an artist. Chill out. I need my credit for my pencil, bro. That's it.
Can I ask you a question?
No, I hear it.
I have this theory where I feel like labels are becoming more and more outdated. And by the way, with labels, I'm gonna have some solutions towards. Cause I don't want to just be bashing labels. What I think they need to do to make sense. And there is situations where labels do make sense as well. By the way, maybe clear. But do you think labels are becoming a bit more outdated in the sense that I'll give you an example, right? The biggest guys right now in the country are all independent of a distribution deal. They're not signed to a traditional record deal, yeah? Obviously, Central signed a recording in America, Colombia.
America, yeah.
But I'm talking about in the UK. Now, at first I was thinking, cool, and I was thinking about America. I'm thinking, what about America? Because I thought America's a big marketplace, isn't it? And it's hard. And with America as well, radio spin counts towards charts. Doesn't happen in the UK. So you need radio in America, right? So I thought, I think in America, it would be too hard to be independent. But then I realized Usher, right from before the Super Bowl, currently was independent. His album number 2 in the Billboard. Then Kanye West, he's actually got number 1 right now.
Yeah, we're talking about superstars though, man.
Yeah,
But so does the independence work in America? So you're saying independence only works in America if you're a superstar?
He's a billionaire.
Yeah, I think
He's a
independence.
billionaire.
I think independence only from what. Remember, I've just learned this right now.
Yeah,
innit?
but
I think independence. No, sorry, no.
Not in England.
Oh no, we're talking about a deal. No, I was about to say I think a deal only makes sense if you've got ridiculous motion. Like if Central C can make back that 20 mil, whatever they gave him, within 2 years or something off his music, that deal made sense. You know what I'm saying? But if like I think you can be independent.
Okay,
Anyway.
what I'm saying, but do you think back to the question. In the UK, do you think? Let's just stick to the UK first of all, and then we'll go to America.
Okay.
Do you think, if the big three have become the big three by being independent, just having a distributor, they've gone to that level now. They're big in it, selling out arenas, big headliners, global. Central C, Dave. But they're independent, not traditional record label. Do you think
It's needed?
Record labels in the UK right now are needed?
I feel like it's what's the word? It's based on per person.
Per person.
Yeah, like depends on their thing. Do you get what I'm saying? Because like maybe them three done it ridiculous without the label, but maybe someone needs a label deal that they can pattern for 3 years, get them a few links, get them over the line, and then now go independent.
Who has the label?
We're focused on the big three, but what about the bottom?
Okay, who has the label? Who has the label got from nothing? Because the thing is, this is what the label's job is, yeah? Because I always go back to tradition. You know what a label does traditionally? A label gets you from nothing
to something.
and they used to give you their platform.
Yeah.
The label used to, this is the reason why sometimes in the past, you could maybe justify the 80-20 split, even though I think it's slavery, is I will get you from nowhere. You got a little buzz in your hood.
You're an ant.
You're a little buzz in your hood, yeah? You can't get to the nationals level without me. You can't get on radio before I'm saying you can't get on TV.
You won't be seen.
You can wait. Yeah. I'm giving you all the platform to get you there, yeah? Boom. The part I'm saying is, you like say, okay, people need labels now, yeah? I'm saying, okay, who has a label now, yeah? Gone and got from nothing, because not got motion already, and you already go moving, and then propel them to that next level.
But what I'm saying is, I don't think the arguments, if we're talking about they gotta come from nothing, I'm saying does a label help in general, so they don't have to be zero or have motion.
You have to help someone's career though.
Yeah, so cool. All right,
Yeah.
of course. I've heard through the grapevine that H signed for one album or something, and a deal or something. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if H signed one and then it propelled him, he got that one deal for one tape and then propelled him past
that. Was a long time ago though. 5 years in this era, no TikTok was there. It's a whole different game plan now. You never had the sense. It's a different era. Remember, things move so fast.
I don't know shit.
No, you're talking. No, you made a good
I don't
point.
know it, but I don't.
You made a valid point, bro.
That's a very valid.
That was a
point,
very, very good point you made, bro. You made a very good point. But as I said, it was such a different. Like the game was so fast. What I'm just trying to say is, because with me, for something to work, I have to look at. Okay, this is what I look at. You got this from there. Like I said, from a label. What a label is. Remember, labels coming to take a big cut. You got to think about everything they're offering, right? For what you're offering me. Like I say, if you're getting me, I've already got motion. Let's just say I've already got motion. Yeah? I'll give you an example, perfect example, K-Trap. K-Trap had motion in the drill era, right? Heady One, all these men had era. They're signed to labels, right? K-Trap's out of his deal now, yeah? But he signed to a label, it didn't work. Took off his mask, whatever, it didn't work. He's gone back independent, got EGA, he's got Warm, he's back on. He can do, who have they got, either one that's got motion and then take him to the superstar level, or who have they got from nothing and turn him to something. We could say RD, but then RD was it just the body? Well, I don't know. We could say RD in recent times. Who else have they got though?
I reckon
the man that are winning are all distribution out. It's like, where's the label? What's the label's position now? And I'll tell you where I think the labels are going wrong. Because like again, what the label's job was before is I'm gonna get you from nothing, and I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm gonna put you on platforms you cannot do yourself. Because don't put me signed to a label and you're telling me marketing, you got to work with your social media, bro. I'm doing that's me marketing. You're not doing marketing.
So you reckon labels not developing artists or something?
The labels are out. Labels model is quite outdated for a lot of artists. I'm saying a lot because of the way the game is now, and they're not in control.
Like these labels used to be the DM, the life out of you.
I'm gonna tell you, I've got a solution.
All right, go on, get him.
So again, when you signed to a label before in the past, you're giving me looks that I can't get by myself. I couldn't get on radio myself, like national radio. I couldn't get on TV show, like X Factor, for example. You perform on X Factor, that you can't be independent and perform on X Factor. And that guarantees number one. So what I've started thinking is they need to go back, they need to modernize and use platforms. So for example, see like Love Island, where there's people are congregating in big numbers, For example, if they now start doing deals with a show like Love Island, like when after Love Island, when they speak they sit on the sofa, you perform a lot. You're guaranteed a couple million viewers there. For example, something like that. You start now having those, like for example, like football. Big finals and that, big semi-finals game, you perform. Like one time I see Stormzy and Burna Boy, for example, in the final. I see Stormzy on Sky Sports going viral. Then I see Burna Boy. You see these kind of platforms where the average man can't get on.
And it's a flex.
They need to go all the modernized platforms where there's bare eyeballs, If they now like, say to the artist, for example, if I've got a single and I'm going to perform after Love Island, there's so many people that are going to watch, That could then, that's like now the modern day performing on X Factor on Top of the Pops where there's bare viewership. If they start offering things like that you cannot do independently,
the labels start doing that.
If they start, because really and truly, the thing is, this is where the issue is now. You're not offering me anything different. You're not. You want to take more cut. You're gonna put me in a mad debt. You're not offering me anything different. And YB and Setch proved it. They've done everything, and Dave, these people are proving it. They're doing everything with a distribution. You got like they're not doing it with traditional record label services.
Do you reckon that? All right, here was my example. Tell me, because as I said, I don't know in it, but watch this. Usher was independent and got on the Super Bowl. Which therefore means that you can be independent and get on these platforms. However,
it's Usher.
I was just about to say. However, it's Usher though.
It's Usher.
So he's all the work before probably got him in them rooms to be able to get there anyway. You get what I'm say. So I hear that, but. There's people over. Is K-Trap getting on top of the pop? Not top of the pops, but X Factor.
No,
but if Usher, he's got motion in England. If Usher done it,
but I'm talking about
why can't he, bro?
We're talking about someone signing from a label that's got nothing. Remember that against someone signing the label's propelling someone to a superstardom level.
I feel like that's very niche though, man. I feel like we should add the people that's got, because then you're eradicating anyone with motion. Like, so what about the youth that's got a little motion?
I'm saying, sorry. Let me clarify. I'm saying, for the label to do their job, like you're saying, you're getting someone like K-Trap and turning him into a national star. That's your label. That's what to be for it to be worth it.
Yeah, I hear that.
Because you're going to tell me you want to take 8% or 6%, whatever percent you negotiate, you're taking a big cut. And then my recruitment is mad. So for that to be worth it on a business end of it, because you're putting me in a bad deal, really, innit? For it to be worth it, you have to guarantee me things I can't do myself, or you have to guarantee things I can't do if I just go to a distributor. Now, if Dave, Central C, and DB are all doing these things, but with a distributor or a record label, I'm looking at a recording deal and saying, is it worth it? And on top of that is, who are you actually doing it for? Right now.
Digger D got a big nasty show. Is that not as big?
That's big. I had a lot of viewership, but he's the independent. It's Distro.
Which proves.
That's what I'm saying. You're not doing things for me. That's it. For it to be worth it, they got to start doing things. Like I said, things that man can't do. Just be signed on a Distro. You've got, like I said to you, you take me on. If I'm performing on Love Island, and that's guaranteeing me that. Because for example, back in the day, you get playlisted, right? There's something that used to be Radio 1. It was really hard to get on there. Once you used to get Radio 1 playlisted, if you was on the A list, you are going to the top 10 in the charts. It will just correlate. A man can't go from the streets and get to Radio 1 playlist for the most part back in the day, So you needed to be on the radio. So what I'm saying, so it made sense being on the label because you're taking me from known in my hood.
From pirate radio to proper radio.
To the whole country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're putting me on platforms that I will never be on when everyone's watching TV.
So basically, everyone else is caught up now.
The point I'm saying is,
so because everyone's caught up, it's dead now.
People exactly. So what are you offering me different?
And that's why
that's what I'm saying.
You're
It's
saying the
becoming
label's
outdated.
outdated.
I'm saying it's slowly becoming outdated.
You just walked the whole point down to me. I get the whole thing what you're saying now.
Now the label still has a place. So for example, if your business becomes so big, because some people's business, remember, when you're a big music artist, you're a business. Yeah. Beyonce as a business is a big business. Beyonce as a brand, Drake is a big business. So you might need. So if you're talking about Beyonce side to Sony, she needs to make sure when she's going France, everything needs to be patterned. People, the normal independent company can't do that on their own. Do you get it? Like a lot of the time, unless you've got the maddest team everywhere, which is it's so hard to do. Whereas the label, this is where they are good. They built an infrastructure where work all over the world.
Globally,
yeah. So when you're a business, if you want, this is what I'll say to artists: if your goal is to become a mad superstar, where your business is so big and there's so many things to be handled globally, then maybe a label might make sense to you because you're selling records and you need so many people to handle your business. Like I said, Beyonce, with all due respect, most small distribution company in the UK can't handle Beyonce's business on a global scale. They can't. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's where labels do, that's where labels still plays valuable. And also some artists, I'll be honest, someone made a point earlier on. I'm not gonna name names. Some artists, their operations just scatty. They ain't got a good team. Those kind of artists kind of need a label. They need more structure. Some artists just release anything, it's scatty, and some artists you see when they leave a label, they fail. They go downhill. The reason why they go downhill, they actually need management, like managing their whole operations. There's very few percentage of artists, they actually need a label. It actually benefits them better to be in the label system. But for the bulk of artists, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'll think very long and hard before signing with a major label. I'm gonna be honest with you, in 2024. In the UK especially, and in America, I'm starting to see the similar trend. Obviously, America's a bit different. It's a big country, it's a big market, and they've got different time zones, and to cover to do TV everywhere, and like I said, radio plays a part. So America is a bit different, but I'm starting to see America. But you made a good point. With America, there's more superstars already in it. I have not yet seen someone come from nothing in America as a independent, and become a Dave Central C in America. Yeah. It's people like Kanye West, like you said, they're already big in it. Yeah. So America's a bit different. If you're watching it from America, a lot of things we're talking about is very UK. UK is a small country as well. Think about it. UK is a very small country. We're all on the same place. It's not like America. You've been in America. Every state, every state's got their own culture. Yeah, 100. In America,
we can tour Nottingham, Manny, Birmingham, London.
Yeah.
And Belfast and Scotland and that, maybe a Wales.
Yeah. So why do you need a label? When you think about it, even the size.
Because we need to get bigger than that. We need to be touring everywhere, fam. Look.
But Central C became global.
I was just about to say Central C and that, Digger as well. Some of these people went overseas.
They've become global without label.
Ross. Gone overseas.
Without labels.
Hey,
what are you laughing for?
Chill out with the Ross one. Listen to what I'm saying. Ross
not Ross.
Ross.
Not Ross.
Not Ross.
Ross is a label.
He ain't letting Dave breathe.
No. I was just saying.
Ross is a label.
What I was saying is they've gone to other countries they've made it bigger than just the UK, innit?
Yeah.
They're streaming other places, innit?
I'm just saying, you name people that's constantly doing great overseas, and then it's like you get someone that gets a number one on a one-off.
Yeah, fair enough. Maybe Ross ain't fully overseas like that, but I thought that I don't know. I thought it was. I don't know.
But you're talking about. But the truth of it is well, even the music people are making. I'll be honest with you. Again, we spoke about record label. Record label is very hit driven. We need to it's a lot of money involved in it. So it's a lot of men don't know how to. With all due respect, a lot of men don't know how to make hits. So if you don't know how to make hits, just go to a distributing company. You know how to make an amazing project. You know how to make amazing projects. Go to a distributing company because you're not But even if you want to make hits, look at Dave. Dave makes hits. Dave's a distributor, bro. In the UK, I'm not gonna lie. Labels, you need to start showing what you're offering, man. Yeah. Because he's got to make sense. I've got nothing against label, bro. I'll sit with you on the table. I'll work, but it's got to make sense. Who are we taking? Who's working in this place? Who are you taking from the ground up and do what? I want to see. I want to see results. You know what I'm saying? With everything we've spoken about the label and they're pretty much not even offering much different to a distributor in general. It's you can't honestly in 2024 you cannot demand 80-20 split. You can't. You're not doing anything that That even when you're distributing, back in the day when you're distributing CDs and stuff like that, yeah, you're sending it all around the world, records, you know what I mean? Tapes. You're distributing now, it's a button and you're going on platform, like, you don't warrant 80-20 split. You can't ask for 80-20 split. You're not doing 80, like, all the rappers, UK rappers that are signed to a record deal now that are not like Heady One, Tion Wayne One, is their operation any worth, any different than people that, than the Daves and, you know what I'm saying? People that distribution was that. So it's like, labels, I think that the 80-20 thing it's just outdated. They've got to change their structure, man. You know what I mean? It's got to make sense to the times we live in. Do you know what I mean? It literally has to make sense for the times we live in, bro. You're not getting somebody, like, again, I stress before, yes, you lot were getting somebody from nothing or local buzz, and these people needed you to get on all the media platform that was available at that time, i.e. mainstream radio, i.e. mainstream TV.
So you're suggesting that they just changed, they can't offer 80-20 splits
How?
anymore. It's got to be a 50-50
how?
at least.
You can't
60-40
you can't
at least.
Life's about evolving and adapting to the times. You can't have have the same
1990s
structure.
method.
Yeah, when the whole thing has completely changed. Like I say, even marketing now, you're telling the artists that you're signing are engaged more on TikTok and that. So you're actually telling the artists to market. Before you were doing the marketing for them. You were getting them on Billboard. You were doing all the more, getting them on magazine. You was doing all the marketing for them. Now, marketing, you're not even spending the old marketing money that you would spend before, and you're telling the person to market everything. The artist is doing all the work, and then you're taking 80-20 split. Like, come on.
Did you guys see the Brits?
I didn't, you know. I saw it on the gram and that though. Like, who won in that semi?
Yeah. How you feel about cassisdead? Probably the most controversial award in our scene right now is the cassisdead winning over Sench, Dave.
But you know what it is? See, if it's not just about numbers, then I can probably semi-hear it, fam. You know why I can semi-hear it, yeah? Even though I haven't listened to one cassisdead song, yeah, apart from what someone showed me recently, yeah? But, like, it's just not man's genre, bruv. And we're talking about the Brits, bro. We're not talking about the roads. It's not the thing's not called the roads, bro. It's not called the charts. It's called the Brits. So if there are Brits listening to my man and voting, then he deserves to win, fam. And it's mad alternative though. When I listened to it, bro, I saw him on the floor, like with his brains blown out, rapping and that. It was crazy, fam. Like, bro,
he gets mad descriptive of.
I heard. Still,
The only thing I don't like about people is that they always complain about things that's not in the echo chamber. Like,
that's my exact point. Because
Like,
we don't know about it. Can't say he shouldn't win.
Yeah.
That's it. Hip hop, grime, rap, act. It's crazy that they put them all into one genre.
Yeah,
Like,
hip hop and grime.
award. Hip hop, grime, rap, all into one award. It's crazy.
Who makes grime anyway?
yeah,
No, that's commercial.
Nah, I reckon there's a couple grime man though.
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
Only a couple.
Okay,
Like,
cool. Maybe.
So what did you think about it?
well, like over Sench, like over Sench, over Dave, over Huss,
But did you listen to his stuff?
over Little Sims.
I'm saying, did you? But
I listened. I remember.
oh, you listened to cassisdead?
Yeah, I remember because that week I covered the sales, so I see him climbing the charts, and I'm like, let me give this a listen.
Okay, fair enough.
I love the concept of his album. There's a mystery behind him. Why did he disappear? Everyone thought he died. People thought, like, does he have cancer? Like, so in his album, he kind of breaks it down. He hints at certain stuff to make you think. Like, I don't want to say, like, so basically the question is, does he have cancer or not?
Yeah. Oh, is that a question around him or
Yeah,
something?
like in his raps, he'll be like, there's something in my lungs, or there's something in my body, or like he'll hint at stuff. And I love the mystery behind him. But winning over Dave, Sench, Sprinter, the biggest song of the year, crazy.
I hear that. That's a valid point still.
Crazy.
What is it? What's the Brits based on, fam? Is it voting or
Is it voting?
or is it like a panel?
I think
Because some of the panels that they have nowadays is tired. Like some of the people on the panels and that, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Brits panel. I don't know who's on the panel, but I'm just saying like some of the panels they have don't necessarily reflect the culture. So this might have been one of them. You get me? But once again, it's the Brits, not the roads, bruv. So if there are people that listen to my man, then he deserves to be in there, bro.
Making good points.
Oh, this is interesting. I'm reading it. They have a voting academy made up of around 1,200 individuals.
Oh, that's too many, man.
So,
and who's the 1,000 individuals, bro?
they says they're spread out across the UK. So all they tell us about these individuals is that they're diverse.
I'm so glad I never get called for these individuals. I don't want to represent. I don't want to say I'm part of a panel and some. Because you can never win in these awards.
Yeah. Guys, you've been lovely.
Love.
We covered some serious topics today. Thank you for the breakdown of the labels and the distros as well.
Love for everyone.
Changed my viewpoint on things.
Oh, did you?
It changed my viewpoint on things. It educated me. I like to be educated, learn something new every day. How do we wrap up?
Yeah, bless until the next time. Let us know what you want us to talk about. Let us know what you want to talk about as well in the comments or DM or whatever. Let us know what you want to talk about, and then if the topic makes sense, we'll chat about it. But yeah, see you soon. Bless up, gang.
Bless up, guys. Bless up. Bless up.
Blessings, honor, glory.
No, that was the most.
Sorry. I was in my own head. Sorry. Love.